And we're back. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. And this time we have here a video from Vara, and it's called the title is Rogue Tomb Raider Cancelled. Modern Audience TTRPG Shadows of Truth made by activists gets shelved.
Buying a game? Please use my G2A affiliate link.
I wonder why the Rogue Tomb Raider gets cancelled.
Get a commission from
And
purchase. Thank you.
why was the Modern Audience TTRPG got shelved? Let's go and find out why.
Unfortunately, over the past couple of years, we have seen a lot of our franchises be absolutely destroyed by activists who want to push their own personal
Very true, Vara.
into
Very
the
true.
content we consume. And Tomb Raider has definitely seen a modern overhaul, but it looks like we are getting
They kept
win because the table
producing content like games and movies for the quote-unquote modern audience, but
I have a few different things to show off, but before I get into the topic,
who is this modern audience and where are they?
Join the community in my live streams and consider supporting through Patreon or YouTube memberships. Now, when we initially heard about this Tomb Raider tabletop RPG, I think we all visibly cringed because of some of the character designs and the story.
Okay.
Unfortunately, this was not supposed to be a faithful tabletop game for real Tomb Raider fans. It was supposed to be for the modern audience. The guidebook had confirmed that Crystal
Again, there is no problem making anything, making content, making games, making movies for the quote-unquote modern audience. There's nothing wrong with that.
Oh boy, it feels
but
good to win.
Don't be surprised if
Productions was developing a Tomb Raider
no one
RPG,
buys the product, if no one watches the content or the movie or played the game,
something that is ripe for the picking for a
because no one knows who
it had been good,
or where
designs and
are the so-called modern
way
audience.
to purchase it. I buy so many different products for this channel and for the set so that I can enjoy, so that I can show them off, and just so that I can support the developers and the designers.
I guess you could say I don't buy products often because
no freaking way
to buy anything you need something important, and that important something is money. If you don't have money, like me,
people were
forget buying anything.
Disappointed with this, just generally not interested in this product, and well, it seems that that interest didn't exist from any audience, and it just goes to show that again, the modern audience doesn't exist, and the small group of people that could even be considered the modern audience, which are really just sensitive snowflakes on social media, don't monetarily support products. So it says the gaming company.
Exactly, I've been saying that for a very long time. The modern audience that they are targeting, they don't consume
has definitely tried
media. They don't consume games. They don't play games.
Like feminist icon.
Their form of entertainment is complaining in X or Twitter
in the movie
and making TikToks complaining about how bad their life is, while doing it in the very comfort of their home or inside their expensive cars.
From Amazon, and there still isn't a script. There's no official casting, so who knows the state of that, though. That would still,
that is their entertainment. They don't consume anything.
Bridge is a raging fucking feminist. Regardless, though, Evil Hat Productions signed the infamous Gamers for Harris list last year. Yeah, because that's how you get me to take you seriously. One gamer called them total communists when talking about how the company is known for their extremist political agendas. When rumors of the project first surfaced with the concept art from Evil Hat, fans were tepid on the project. It came out quickly that the lead writer was an individual named Ray, a self-described Filipino-Algerian, and as queer as you would expect. His ex said he/they And he also talked about how
Okay, so
he's
come
queer,
on.
trans, mask, and
As
disabled.
someone from
Was
the
just
Philippines,
very like
we are
label. And I
disowning
think
that
that it's
person.
funny that these people say that they want to break out of like a predetermined box, or like the box that society would put them in, and then all they really do is just go and label themselves, which really just enforces the like societal problems they feel exist. Whatever. Also working on
Uh,
the project was
this
Mia
Ray
Joy
person is just
April, who wrote
Algerian.
the game Thirsty Sword
Okay,
Lesbian, who has pronouns in her bio and that
because
say
here in
she
the
slash her
Philippines
or
we
gay
don't
slash
Says.
gem.
we don't like
Yeah, guys,
communism.
Smiley
the thing
face.
called
5
Thirsty Sword
hours 5
Lesbians is
minutes and
definitely
30
what people want
seconds.
to consume.
The Philippines
But
is a
with such
Christian
designers being
country.
affiliated with
It's a
this project, it
majority
was obvious
Christian
that there were
country.
going to be problems. Now, I say
And
this all the time.
obviously
I
we don't
should not
like,
have to hear
we don't
about
hate
your
them, but we
personal
don't
political
like
stance. I should not have to hear about your
people
sexuality or your identity. If
who hates
you
us,
are
who
good at
hates
your job,
Christianity.
I won't even be able to know who you really are. I
Because
wouldn't
if
start
you're
playing a
woke,
game
if you're a
and
woke
go, oh yeah,
communist
these people are
leftist,
activists. These people clearly, I don't know, think Orange Man is bad. These people
there is
clearly
like
wanted to make a
100%
statement
chance
on
that
a certain movement that's going on
you
currently.
also
Like,
hate
I should not
Christians.
see any of that seeping into the product I'm consuming. But unfortunately, that is very often the case now. And that's what's so sad, because I would like anybody to be able to create any sort of product. I shouldn't have to agree with every single stance you have about the real world in order to consume your content, though. These people make it impossible to enjoy what they're creating, because ultimately they're just creating slop. It says, though, Crystal Dynamics announced that they would be ending the collaboration over creative differences, which is certainly because the Tomb Raider fan base didn't take well to the woke activism skin suit of the Tomb Raider franchise, but the story has deeper elements. An insider close to the company spoke exclusively with Fandom Pulse, saying that there was a free-to-play Tomb Raider tabletop RPG already developed, done internally at Crystal Dynamics by a now former employee. Despite this, Crystal Dynamics ignored their employees' work and went to Evil Hat Productions to develop it anyway. The author actually offered to use his free version and help Evil Hat create a non-woke version, but was shot down in the process. Evil Hat wanted the woke version, according to our insider. Now, I do, of course, think that a company like Crystal Dynamics probably
Oh my
always
goodness.
has a lot going on, because
Imagine that.
find as many ways as possible to make money. But on the flip
The
side,
company making
they
the
are
woke
greenlighting
game
all of the wrong
is called
things, right?
Evil
To
Hat.
actually make content that their customer base wants.
It's a
They're worried
perfect
about
match.
modernizing and ultimately apologizing for the
It's a
franchise's quote
perfect,
unquote
perfect
colonialist
match.
origins. This, of course, was a ridiculous piece of the puzzle that we, of course, had found out last year. But in the latest instance,
And in a way, it kind of confirms that woke leftist communists
signaling the guide
are
for Shadows of
evil.
Truth, the tabletop RPG, has revealed that current franchise developer
Oh my goodness, they are no longer hiding it. They are
apologize for and
explicitly
distance the
saying
series from its
that they are
colonialist
evil.
roots. And they thought that this was the
Come
set of four
on,
characters
people.
that was gonna be able to
Open
do
your
that. These four
eyes.
characters were so stunning and brave.
They
they'd be
are
able to change
exposing
the
themselves
industry.
right
They'd be
in
able
front
to
of
change this
everyone.
franchise's, roots, and yikes. That's all that I can really say to this. These character designs are fucking tragic. Okay, the fact that they wanted to apologize for the franchise's origins is absurd, because if you're so offended by the franchise's origins, stop using the franchise. Move away from it. If it's so offensive, if it's so terrible, stop using it. It's like with H.P. Lovecraft. We see adaptations of H.P. Lovecraft's work, but then the people that are working on the modern adaptation say, oh, he was such a terrible person. I hate him. I can't believe he existed. So why are you using his work? Oh, yeah, that's right. Because at the end of the day, you don't have a creative bone in your fucking body and you have to steal someone else's work and readapt it in order to make a few bucks. That is absolutely pathetic. And that's why I do not support people like this. Because if it's so offensive, if it's so terrible, if it's so bothersome, you should just abandon it. But Crystal Dynamics won't, because they know that it will make money. And that's why I have absolutely no respect for them at this point in time. And it's why so many other people just view them as a joke at this point, because you just can't take a company seriously when they want to completely modernize and reboot a franchise that in the past has made them a boatload of cash. And as a Tomb Raider fan, of course, I'm sad to hear this, because I want good Lara Croft products, but you're not respecting her. You're not respecting the original creators. I mean, in a lot of their promotional images, they didn't even put Lara Croft. Of course, she's on the front of the book, or she was supposed to be on the front of the book if it actually came out and existed. Besides that, like, they weren't really trying to use her in those promo images. So at the end of the day, you get what you fucking deserve. When you create
Okay,
a
wait, wait,
piece
wait.
of awful
Is
content that
Lara Croft
absolutely
in this
nobody
Tomb
seems
Raider game
interested in,
a
you're
man
not
or a
going to make
woman?
any money off of that. And people on X, of course, are wrecking these people. You don't say. The tabletop role-playing game Shadows of Truth has been canceled by Evil Hat Productions following creative differences with Crystal Dynamics. Now, do not think that this means Crystal Dynamics is completely changing. I don't want anybody to take it that way, like, oh my God, they're kicking the activists to the curb. No. Maybe in 5 years, when Crystal Dynamics has put out a ton of new Lara Croft content, we would
Again,
be able to
guys, there
see
is
a pattern
nothing
of them
wrong in
changing.
making
But I
content
don't really think that this
or
boils
games or
down to them
videos or
changing
movies
their
for the
entire
modern
philosophy.
audience.
Do not put your trust in
Just
them,
don't
because
expect,
they will just throw it
just don't
away and they
expect
will disrespect you
to
as a
make
fan.
money
And that is
from
the
it.
unfortunate truth about so many of these situations now. You cannot straight up trust the companies that are controlling what is a lot of people's favorite franchise. Now, if you go to the Infinity Tomb Raider fan account dedicated to the franchise, they were actually one of the first to post this over on X. And well, they of course are hiding responses, and it just doesn't look like they want people to be going, wow, you don't say. Go woke, go broke, now arrest them for treason. Everything woke turns to shit. These are the responses that got hit, and they're not even that bad, but they, of course, are getting absolutely wrecked, just like Evil Hat is, like Crystal Dynamics is. And I'm not going to shed a tear for these
Come
people and
on,
all of the mean
what can
words that are
anyone
being said
expect
about them
from a
on social media. So I will be
company,
keeping my eye on this to see if any
from
of
a
these
company
activists come out.
named Evil
Sure,
Hat?
one or two of them will end up complaining about this
It's
and how hard
they.
they worked and how passionate the
It's
team
in
was,
the
but
name.
I don't think anybody was going to buy this. And Crystal
The
Dynamics
word
figured, you know
evil
what, we
is
might as
in the
well just
name
cancel this
of the
slop
company.
before it actually damages our image and more people know about it. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, give it a like, and if you didn't, give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I'll talk to you all again in the next video really soon.
And there you go. That was a Vara's coverage of this woke Tomb Raider, and I guess now it's cancelled. Yeah, it's cancelled. Why cancel it? Obviously because maybe they learn that they won't make any money from it. Because if they were really serious, if this Evil Hat and whatever other company is involved in this, and if they are truly serious about their messages, about their agenda, about their beliefs, it wouldn't matter whether they make money or not. They would finish this and release it to the public, because canceling it, their message won't get to anyone. But again, they're not really serious about whatever it is they're trying to um, stood for. Because at the end of the day, it's all about making money. Anyway, guys, again, if you guys don't want to, if If you guys want to watch the video without me talking over it, just go to Vara YouTube channel. Be right back.